if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however, I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna say no lie.
Woo! That's a whole lot. That is a whole lot. That's a lot. One more time. Let's go for the road, y'all. One more time.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna say no lie.
See, it's that word that scares me. After Tasha K told me about that, it's that word that scared, that mentor. How you mentor? That right there just really. Let's do it one more time. Bam.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna say no lie.
So let me tell you a little bit about my day today. I just kind of went and pampered myself, went and got my facial and relaxed and just chilled out and, tried to relax. And I just don't like the way the church is handling one another. And I don't like Larry Reed destroying the church. And we need to stand up. Period. We need to stand up. All right, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. What do I want to play? I got so much. Stuff. So much. All right. So we're going to play this with these alleged, it's all alleged text messages from Larry Reed to one of the alleged victims. And then they go back and forth or whatever. So this gentleman is reading these text messages. So follow the text messages, all right? And this is part of the allegation of child molestation, okay? And these text messages, if they true, right? What I want to show you guys is there is so much manipulation. It is crazy. The manipulation. The manipulation is crazy. They said Mavericks went viral without Larry. I understand that. But Larry Reed cannot talk about nobody from the church. I don't care about what nobody else do. All right. Larry Reed, but keep his name out of the gospel community. Period. Enough is enough. He done made enough money off of us, and that's it. He better start talking about these secular people. You made your platform. Now talk about the secular world. So you ain't gonna do that. Because they'll come for you. They ain't got they don't care about heaven nor hell. So you want to sit here and mess with people that want to get to heaven. No, you're not gonna bully us no more. I want to get to heaven. But you ain't gonna bully me. However, you ain't gonna bully me. And that's it. So I don't care if it went viral. Larry Reed better keep his nose out of the gospel community. All right. Every time I hear something, I'm dropping some paperwork. And I have paperwork. Woo! Man, I got some paperwork and more coming in. And I have multiple people sending me stuff. Multiple. So Larry Reed better change his profession he got to leave. I was watching something. As a matter of fact, somebody was telling me how he was just throwing Pastor Shirley Caesar under the bus. I said, dang, she's an icon. Like when that Bishop T.D. Jakes, when that Pastor Jamal Bryan, when that oh man, so many preachers and so many gospel singers, man. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. So that's it. Larry Reed, keep your nose out of the church. That's it. It's over. All right. Let me play some allegations against you. Allegations alleged against you. Here we go with some text messages and go.
Out the way, because you don't need to see me. You need to see this right here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be scrolling up. This is between Larry Reed and our victim. So I'm gonna slide it down. It says, hey, this is Larry. Hey, I spoke to Marco. He said he saw you and asked why I deleted you, and consequently, so-and-so. And then he said, from friends list. I'm reading it in Larry Reed's actual writing. So I'm not just dumb, Larry is. I explained I had LOL. I'll hit you tomorrow. Nice chatting out to you in March to chat, and that we were supposed to chat when you were ready. Ah, Lord, fix it. I later had a vision. Uh-oh, here we go.
Vision.
The first week of May, where I heard convo you were a part of concerning me in church that I would think you would elect to have with me, especially because our last communication here on Facebook, I decided that same hour to unfriendly because it was clear that there was something definitely needed to be discussed as I felt in March. But for some reason, you didn't want to talk directly to me. When Marco told me you asked, I felt I owed you an explanation, although I'd rather you just inbox and let me skip that.
Hold on, I want to get to the nitty gritty.
After that rationalization, you decided that
I want to get to the nitty gritty.
Yes, was best. That's not the.
Let's get.
Oh no, you ain't got a screen record. I got all of this.
Let's get to the nitty gritty, y'all. Hold on a second. I want to get to the nitty gritty because it's some nitty gritty. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Let me just say this. Hey, let me just get this out for all of the vloggers and the people who are in the chat. This is a lot for Daryl Moore to deal with. This isn't Daryl's background dealing with this type of stuff. So I need for all of you guys that are now asking for copies of the text messages and all of those types of things, I need for you all to fall back for just a moment. There is a proceeding legal matter.
It is about to turn up, y'all. Here it go. Here's some text messages. Ready? Let's go.
That we'll need to go through before we're able to give you these things. So, Daryl, no one is to have anything until we're able to complete some of the other things that we need to put in place. So
if this ain't, let me tell y'all something. This stuff is, these allegations are really convincing. People don't just get up here and just waste their time with this stuff, but here we go.
We got y'all, and we will make sure that you get what you need. All of the vloggers who are watching this and who are
No, listen, y'all. I have various recordings. Yeah, it's gonna be, you're gonna hear different voices and different this, different that. I have various recordings, y'all. Various recordings, okay, that came from my team, pulled, screen recorded, did archives. We did a lot of stuff, all right, that haven't been heard for everybody, okay? All right, here we go.
Corroborate, this information. That information is going to come to you. We're going to
let's move this up, y'all,
sure that everybody else gets that information. All need to be aware of this, and so that's all I wanted to say, Daryl. Like I said, but Daryl, I commend you for the work that you are doing, and I commend you for being picked, because nobody wanted this. Is really impromptu today.
Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on.
It's about to be one for real. Channel 2 Action News, CBS 46, Fox 8.
Come on, let's get to it. I'm sorry. Let's get to it. All right, here we go.
Today, I received a cease and desist letter.
Whoa, hold on.
From Larry Reed's attorney.
Hold on. Okay, so this is one of the alleged victims just receiving, during that time, receiving a cease and desist letter from Larry Reed's lawyer. Okay, now this is one of the alleged victims. Okay, alleged victims. All right, so a cease and desist went out to one of the alleged victims. Okay, here we go.
For Daryl to have never mentioned my name.
Okay, now this victim that got the cease and desist was the last audio that I played you guys, where he alleged that Larry Reed took him to the store, made him get underwear, took him to his room to put on the underwear, made him take off all his clothes, and Larry Reed allegedly took off his clothes and start what they call it. I don't even know what they call it. I'm trying to find a nice word, but it's just nasty. Put it like that. He just started grabbing himself and going to work. So I can't even talk about it, but that's who this person is. All right, y'all. So y'all can look at the last audio that I played, and this is the alleged victim from that last audio that I played. Okay, so we're gonna get into that, and he got a cease and desist. All right, here we go.
I was located. Why would Larry Reed know who to send the letter to?
Oh, we gotta hear that again, y'all. We gotta hear that again, y'all.
One second.
Because this kid is smart.
Larry Reed's attorney. For Daryl to have never mentioned my name, where I was located, why would Larry Reed know who to send the letter to?
Got a point.
I'm gonna just pause for a second.
Nobody said his name. How do you know who to send it to?
That's an admission. That's an admission. That means you know who you did something to.
Woo.
For me, that
Allegedly.
is an admission of guilt. You know that there's something that needs to be addressed. If you feel the need to suppress it before it even comes out, nobody knows who I am but you, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
And I came on because I was going to do a full interview tonight, full disclosure, but I can't because there's some other things that are in place now, and I have to follow the direction of that. But what I want to say is this stuff happens way too often. And I don't know if you noticed, I put my name as Believe Black Man. It's one of the hardest things in the Black community for a Black man to do is to be honest when he's been mishandled sexually.
Mm-hmm.
And for me at this point, to come to this place and be able to talk about it, and I'm able to, and I'm being real, real neutral right now. But me and Daryl have some very candid conversations.
Yes.
And I've used some very explicit language with them talking about it because it's just one of those things that people don't protect Black men. That's what the reality is. Specifically in the church, if it happens to a female, then y'all over it. But for me, I'm having the conversation now. I've got counseling for it, and I've worked through it.
Hold on. This young man, whether it's alleged or not, he claims that he had to get counseling. This is what I'm talking about. Trauma. And we allow people to hide this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I usually don't eat, but I need some sugar. I love nerds, y'all. Love it. And the trauma that goes on with children that are molested. I'm talking about the ones that it happened to. I'm not saying that Larry Reed did any of this. However, this young man who's alleged this is going through a traumatizing experience. And if he's telling the truth, woe unto y'all that don't believe this young man. I just need some answers. And I hope he inbox me. I hope he inbox me. I will pay his lawyer fees to get his truth out. Not because it was Larry, it's allegedly to be Larry Reed, but because this happened in a church. And I got wind of this. And at the end of the day, this is foul.
Right. And now that the conversation is starting to happen, and I can see that I probably need to reinvestigate some areas that I maybe didn't know were still there. Right.
Yeah.
And so
if you need me, I'll refer somebody to you.
My man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm probably going to still continue counseling just because I feel it's appropriate. Right.
Yeah. That's good.
So I just want to put that there, like for now. Like we're going to have a dialogue, like coming soon, like a very specific dialogue.
Yeah, we'll sit down with you and your counsel and we'll go from there.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to have a dialogue, but I wanted to, like I said, this was a last minute thing. I was gonna do a full interview, and then I had the conversation with my legal counsel, and they advised us just pause for a second. But it's not stopping. It's just a pause. It's just a pause.
But see, he figured that if he tried to intimidate you, that you wouldn't go get a lawyer.
That's and you can't do that with me.
Yeah,
I'm not built like none of these other niggas, bro.
That's right. He dealing with street cats. I keep trying to tell him.
Like I'm not built like these other dudes. So and that's probably what he's used to. But I'm not built like that.
Welcome to the street.
You know what bothers me even now? Like my wife had to walk away. She's emotionally bothered right now.
Right. And that's why I told you earlier today, I didn't want y'all to be old wounds. I didn't want y'all to be upset. Yeah, I want y'all in a safe, healthy place because y'all need to be turning to each other and, be strong for each other. But like I said, I give you my word, sir, in front of everybody. I'm gonna be there to testify. And whatever you need behind the scenes, you got it. Just hit me up. Ain't no question.
For sure.
Us real North Carolina boys look out for one another.
Oh, that's a fact. And so, man, I just wanted to pop in, man, and just push that point more so. Because like I said, the dialogue, we don't have that, right?
Yes, sir.
But what I wanted to position to the audience right now is protect Black men, yo.
That's right.
Like, this ain't easy. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't an easy conversation to have as a heterosexual man.
Yeah.
You understand me? Like, it would be different if I don't struggle with homosexuality. That's not a struggle of mine. You know what I'm saying? And so for me to now have to revisit sexual things that happened to me with a male, that ain't easy. That ain't easy. Right. I mentioned this to Daryl. One of the most difficult things for a victim, and I hate to use this term victim because I don't like the experience that I had with acknowledging myself as that because of who I am, right? So
you were taken advantage of, brother. You ain't a victim. You were taken advantage of. You were exploited.
But the reality of what it was is what it is, right? So like what happens is the worst thing a victim of a scenario can hear is their experience. Somebody described their experience as allegedly.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst things you can hear. Because you know your experience. You were there.
Okay, so somebody just put up there. Yep, you just reminded. So allegedly, the guy King Jive, the one that called my mother names and the one that have been vlogging about me or blogging about me, whatever, however y'all do it. Allegedly, one of the victims is his god brother. So one of the alleged victims of Larry Reed is King Jive's god brother. So yeah, somebody just put that up there. So yeah, I heard that as well. That is also an allegation. So it is a very, very sticky situation here. And everybody want to say, oh, well, this report has been open for a long time and have not been closed. And my team, we reached out to the Raleigh Police Department and they sent the update, which was the report, which means that it is open, right? Now, in between it being open and in between it being prosecuted, there's a lot of things that can happen. Allegedly, they say Larry Reed is running around paying people off to shut them up. Allegedly, I'm just telling y'all what they're saying out here. They're saying he's running around here paying people off. People are popping up with new cars and money and all type of stuff. That's what they're saying. This is all the alleged stuff. However, at the end of the day, I think we deserve answers. We don't want to hear that all of this was lies and the court document says that it was lies and it was thrown out. That's a lie. That is not an allegation. That is a 100% lie. Excuse me. That is 100% lie. Okay. 100% lie. Okay. I got the documentation. And this, audio that I'm playing for you now, and I did not get it from Daryl. Okay. Just let y'all know that. However, Larry Reed tried to sue a vlogger named Daryl. And they made an agreement that they both wouldn't talk about each other and they wouldn't post no videos about each other. That was it. Period, point blank. So when Larry Reed posted this yesterday on somebody's page saying, I got the screenshot saying that this was thrown out and he's going after Daryl. Daryl didn't give me nothing at all, so it is what it is. Who said Adam? I ain't see. Hold on, let me see. Who asked me Adam? Request. Like, yeah, you talking about Larry said Adam. Request me. I'll put you on. Yeah, request me. Tell them request me. Tell them request. I'll put them on. I'll put them right on this because we need answers. We need answers. Where does this? Yeah, don't. Yeah. So as far as that goes on with Daryl and Larry's lawsuit or whatever. So, they made a deal that they wouldn't talk about each other or post anything, and that was it. That does not mean that the case, as Larry is saying, that was thrown out and said that he's lying. So, and also, if y'all do, Daryl, reach out to me. I'll pay for your lawyer too. All right. I'll pay for your lawyer too. So listen, y'all, come on. So if he want to threaten you, come on over to Team Whitehead. All right. Come on to Team Whitehead. I'll take care of your lawyer too. So that's what it is. So Daryl, come on over here. If you need some legal assistance, I got it. I'll take care of that. Don't worry about that. You sit back. I'll take care of it. For all of the victims, if you need a legal team, come on over. I got you. You ain't got to worry about the bag. You ain't got to worry about no lawyer. Come on over. All right. Because if these allegations are real or whatever the case may be, and we need justice. We need justice. If these allegations are real, and if these allegations of these young men were molested, if it was your son and you didn't have no money, I think that you would be thankful for something like this. Okay, I really do. So at the end of the day, I'm real. At the end of the day, so if you know any of the victims, right, tell them to inbox me. Tell them to inbox me, right? And I will take care of their lawyer fees all the way through. Okay? All the way through. I'll take care of your lawyer fees all the way through. All right, so let's finish listening to this, y'all. So I'm only going to play a few more minutes. All right, I got so much audio. Woo!
You live through it. You know what I'm saying? You live through it. And so to hear someone describe your experience as.
Well, let's pause there real quick. And I just want to take a quick commercial break. When he said you lived through it, I just want to take a quick commercial break. And
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations that I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
one more time, commercial break and go.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations that I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
They said that we got 15 more seconds so we can play another commercial. Are we good? All right, roll them.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations that I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations that I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations that I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny it. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
As alleged.
Mm-hmm.
That's another type of injury, especially when you're in the church world. That's why I don't fuck with y'all right now.
Yeah, I can understand.
Like, that's a whole different experience. So, Daryl, we're gonna have the conversation, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna talk, bro. Yeah, you go take care of your family, man.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you're all right. You're in a safe space, and I don't care.
Good.
Don't worry. Yeah, but don't worry about the time of day or night. If you need me, man, just call me. If I'm asleep, I'll wake up because you ain't by yourself, bro. I'm gonna do what I can to help you as long as I can, as much as I can. You are not by yourself, and trust me, there are people over here that are praying for you that you ain't never met before, brother. Y'all are not alone. We're gonna be lifting y'all up in prayer, but day or night, you got my number, and your wife got my number. Y'all just call me, bro.
And if you need 1,000 black men to stand behind you, trust me, you've got 1,000 black men who can stand behind you until you're able to get to a place of resolve. And so I just want you to know that. And so there's other things that are going to come forward, and there's going to be some other assistance from folks behind the scenes. And so I'll leave it there, and I'll continue to communicate through Daryl, and Daryl will communicate with you, and we'll leave it there for now.
We got you, bro.
That'll work.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Bergman, I appreciate it. And
All
I'm
right.
good, just so we clear. I'm strong, I'm
Yeah.
strengthened, but it's a process because it's not just me that was affected by it, right?
Well, it's your family.
Consider,
right.
And so all of that matters a huge deal to me. But just know, like Reed specifically, you ain't stopping nothing. Like in terms of like what it is, you know what happened. Reed, you know what happened. Shamako.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
All right, now y'all not gonna start hashtagging surviving Larry Reed. Y'all did that last week. I mean, the other day. Don't start it. All right. Y'all starting to hashtag surviving Larry Reed. Don't y'all dare do. These are allegations now. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all ain't no good. You ain't no good. You ain't no good. Surviving Larry Reed. Commercial break, y'all.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher, and sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Yo, I swear, y'all ain't no good, boy. I tell you, man. Yo. Y'all ain't got no chill button, man. That's y'all problem. Come on, that's y'all problem, man.
Reed, you know what happened. Shamako, you know what happened. And we're gonna talk about it.
Yes, sir. And he ain't gonna be alone. All right, bro. I don't want you to hold you up here. You go be with your family, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, my man.
All right.
Hold up. Oh, now y'all gonna put hashtag allegedly surviving Larry Reed. Yo, y'all are, you know what? Don't stop. All right. Stop. Yo, what is wrong with y'all? You see, Larry Reed, you mess with the wrong preacher. All right. You mess with the wrong preacher. And I ain't scared. All right. I will put your allegations out, and I got more. I got more, and I got a lawyer. I got lawyers. I have a team. I am established, and you ain't scaring me. You mess with the wrong one. You lay down and mimic the robbery of my church. You laugh when the gunman put the gun in my 8-month-old daughter's face. You mess with the wrong one. The wrong one. Now, the tables will turn. Your allegations will be put out. Your allegations will be put out. Let me block you. I want to tell people all type of stuff. All type of stuff you were saying. Lying. He will be locked up. Y'all watch and see and this and that. And you was now. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Oh, it's time for your allegations to come out. And I got a lot of it. Commercial break.
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
If y'all want a new commercial, just let me know, right? Because I got work. I'm letting y'all know now. I'm taking time out of my busy schedule to make sure you want to talk. Don't say nothing about Maverick City. Don't say nothing about nobody. I want nothing but good stuff on your page. Okay? Do y'all want another commercial? Because y'all acting like that's the only commercial I got. All right? Stop acting like I'm some fly-by-night person. All right? Like I'm not well established. Do y'all want another commercial? If you want another commercial, put some fire up. Put some fire up. If you want another commercial, put some fire up. Or I'll play this one again. All right. If you want a new commercial,
I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
I'm getting a little fire. Y'all want y'all want a new commercial? All right, now listen. If you have any kids around, okay, you got to close their ears on this commercial. All right, this is straight from Larry Reed's production.
Let me say this to people that use calling somebody gay or homosexual like it's a weapon. Whenever somebody do that, you let me know who you are. Number one, you let me know you're not culturally sensitive and you're not even aware of the time that we're living in. That's no longer okay. You will lose endorsements and everything moving like that. And that's not an insult to me. I am 100% clear on who I am. 100%. And I do not identify as gay. Have I sucked the dick? I have. I did not enjoy it.
Oh, shit.
Have mine been sucked? Yes, and I actually enjoy that.
Oh, God.
I have actually sucked the dick I did enjoy because they were sucking mine so good, so I had to repay.
Oh, I can't take this. I cannot take this. You know what? I done dropped my nerves. I was not ready for that. You see? Because it's because of y'all. And I'm really tired of y'all. Because you push me. Okay? You push me. Okay? You push me to play another commercial. Okay? I told y'all I had material. Okay? And y'all just gonna push me like that. Yo. Y'all, let me get back. Let me get back. And this is a pastor. This is a pastor. And this Negro got a nerve to try to come for me. If I romp with me, I romp with me. And y'all want to sit here and talk about y'all not going to follow my ministry? Y'all better follow my ministry. You ain't got to worry about none of that. I can't play that no more. That right there, that commercial right there, they might find me on Instagram. I might get fined a few $100. I don't know. All right, let's get back to to regular scheduled program. I'm gonna give y'all 12 more minutes of this.
Take care.
There's so much to unpack there, Daryl, but I want to go back. I want to go back to these text messages first.
Let's go back to the text messages.
Because those text messages
Yes.
were very telling, and I want to give people a little bit more of a critical approach to these text messages.
Text messages.
And for those of you that are wondering why I am here,
right,
I want to reiterate it so that you can understand why I am here.
Marcellus is my protection, my covering. Yes, he being nice about it. Marcellus keeps me out the hot water. And spiritually, he gives me spiritual advice. Him and Legit Doctor and other people, when I need that spiritual advice, this is what I go to. This is my de facto pastor, right over
there. I'm trying to tell you guys, I prefer to stay in the background. And
what are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? All right, it's time for another commercial. No. We gotta listen. Now, these are text messages allegedly from Larry Reed to the alleged victims. Okay, y'all. Okay, so if y'all nice, I'll play it one more time because then I gotta get into prayer. Okay, because that was too much. Okay, that was too much. All right, but I'm just want to let you guys know what type of person that we're dealing with here. Okay, that's it. A person that want to talk about the church. How dare you? How dare you talk about the church? How dare you try to tear down the church where you have commercials to that magnitude? Hold on a second. Nah, I can't do it right now, y'all. I'm gonna leave that commercial alone for now. Okay, let's get back to the Texas.
Not be on this program as it relates to Larry Reed. But I have to tell you, at the end of the day, my job is to protect Daryl. And I'm going to make sure that Daryl is protected. And so for those of you that are in this chat that may not understand that, you gotta, I don't care if you don't like me and you got something against me, just fall back for a little bit until you can see this come to a resolve. And I promise you, I will make sure that Daryl lands in a safe place, and so will all of these people who have supported Daryl and those individuals that are in this chat, okay? So let me just say that. Now, let me roll back to these text messages. Daryl, let's put up these text messages again.
Yeah, y'all keep pushing me. People talking about what did I miss, okay? What did I miss? Listen, if y'all nice, I'll play the commercial one more time, but you got to be nice. And these people that's talking bad, y'all just get them. The ones that you got the Larry Reed supporters, just get at them, y'all. Just get at them. Just tell them stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Somebody, y'all stop hashing #surviving. Stop. All right. This is alleged stuff. Okay. All right. You want to play with me, right? You want to play with me, Larry? You want to play with me? You want to play with me? Huh? You want to talk about people allegations? You want to do that? Huh? Y'all lying to my missed it, play it. So I'm talking about your missed it play. I played in a few. Do y'all want to see what type of pastor this is, y'all? Since I'm a clown, let me just block you so you ain't gotta look at me and my tricks. Okay? How about that? All right, here we go. Let's go.
Sure thing. I'm gonna open it on email. I'm sorry, y'all, that I put it up and I had it so big and I had my banner over it. I apologize for that. So I'm gonna go back in there. And thank you, everybody, for the cash apps.
And let me just also say, I've done this type of work for over 10 years. Unfortunately, some of you are not aware of that. I've dealt with preachers and pastors and scandals and all of this kind of stuff for over 10 years. So I understand the process of how this needs to go down, and we're not going to rush this. And we are not going to rush this individual in having to do something that is going to not get him the desired outcome that he needs. So everybody will need to have patience. Can you take the comment off the screen from Jeremy Jones, please?
Yes, I'm trying to see that. Where is Jeremy?
No, you don't do. Just click on any comment and then click it off and it'll take it off.
My bad. Oh, I didn't even realize I'd done that. I'm so sorry, y'all.
All right. Now let's scroll back up. Okay. Mr. Larry, who determines that, now let me tell you something about Larry and people like him and people like Bernard Jordan and these types of people. They lead by intimidation. They lead by trying to intimidate other individuals.
Hold on, commercial break. So Larry Reed, we know who he is, but Bernard Jordan, the Archbishop Prophet Bernard Jordan, the modern day Cleo, he is Larry Reed's mentor. All right, so we got to go to the commercial break, y'all.
I'm gonna say this to people that use calling somebody gay or homosexual like it's a weapon. Whenever somebody do that, you let me know who you are. Number one, you let me know you're not culturally sensitive and you're not even aware of the time that we're living in. That's no longer okay. You will lose endorsements and everything moving like that. And that's not an insult to me. I am 100% clear on who I am. 100%. And I do not identify as gay. Have I sucked the dick? I have. I did not enjoy it. Have mine been sucked? Yes, and I actually enjoy that. I have actually sucked the dick I did enjoy because they were sucking mine so good, so I had to repay. I understand if a pastor, leader, teacher ends up sleeping with a student or however. I understand that can get sticky. I get all of that. The situation that I've been in, as a pastor, as a mentor, I'm not proud of those situations, and I would never tell you. And if it ever came out, I probably would deny. I ain't gonna tell no lie.
Somebody said this is the level the devil has gone to try to destroy the word of God. Two supposed to be men of God attacking each other and chasing some people to lose faith of the word of God. Ma'am, excuse me, sir, Eric Jones, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, that's why I'm going to block you so I don't say something to you that'll hurt your feelings. Okay, I am a man of God and I'm a defender of the church. All right, so do your research first, but you can't do your research until because you're going to be blocked and you're going to have to make a fake page. All right, God bless you. I'll let you go off easy. So for everybody else, this is the person that we're dealing with. And Mr. Reed, we need answers. That's all we're asking for. We ain't trying to tear nobody down like you do. However, we need answers. Let's go to the Texas.
To sort of keep their mouths shut. And they lead by trying to use all sort of, mental head games by trying to prevent these people from telling.
Let's get back to this.
Now, let's scroll back up. Mr. Larry, who determines that.
I want to rewind a little bit, y'all. Go ahead.
Put it up, and I had it so big, and I had my banner over it. I apologize for that. So I'm gonna go back in there, and thank you everybody for the cash apps.
And let me just also say, I've done this type of work for over 10 years. Unfortunately, some of you are not aware of that. I've dealt with preachers and pastors and scandals and all of this kind of stuff for over 10 years. So I understand the process of how this needs to go down, and we're not going to rush this, and we are not going to rush this individual in having to do something that is going to not get him the desired outcome that he needs. So everybody will need to have patience. Can you take the comment off the screen from Jeremy Jones, please?
Yes, I'm trying to see that. Where is Jeremy?
No, you don't do. Just click on any comment and then click it off, and it'll take it off.
My bad. Oh, I didn't even realize I'd done that. I'm so sorry, y'all.
All right. Now let's scroll back up. Okay. Mr. Larry, who determines that, now let me tell you something about Larry and people like him and people like Bernard Jordan and these types of people. They lead by intimidation. They lead by trying to intimidate other individuals to sort of keep their mouths shut. And they lead by trying to use all sort of, mental head games by trying to prevent these people from telling their stories. Let me be very, very clear, ladies and gentlemen. When we started down this road over a year ago, we knew where this was going to ultimately land us. We knew that. We just prepared ourselves and we continued to do the work that was necessary. I told you, Larry, that you should have just backed away and apologized for the stuff, because we knew this stuff a long time ago, sir. But we were trying to give you room enough to be respectful, but because of your narcissism and your inability to just apologize for the stuff that you had done, now you have gotten yourself in a whole heap of water. Let's go up. Is this the first text message?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, it says, hey, blank, I spoke to Mako. He said he saw you and he asked why I deleted you. And consequently, one other person from friends list. I explained I had laugh out loud. I'll hit you tomorrow. Nice chatting out to you in March. Now, see, here's what he's doing now. He knows he's in the hot water. That's why he went ahead and he unfriended him. Let me just tell you something else. He unfriended him because if you're going to serve someone or try and serve someone with a cease and desist letter, you can't be friends with them on social media and at the same time trying to serve them with a cease and desist letter. Okay, so he is trying to preemptively place himself in a place to where it looks as if he's had no communication with this individual. Okay, I need you guys to understand that. Then he says, I'll hit you up tomorrow. Why are you talking to him, or why are you saying to him it was nice chatting with him in March? Okay, it says to chat and that we were supposed to chat when you, go ahead to the next one, when you were ready. I later had a vision the first week of May where I heard convo you were a part of concerning me and church. So he's trying to now take this into a spiritual level, saying that he saw a conversation in the spirit between him and this other individual. Larry, you didn't have to have a vision to have that conversation in the spirit, because you know exactly what you had done. So you don't need to have a conversation in the spirit when you know the stuff that you had done. Now, see, this is what church folks do. They over spiritualize basic natural things. And then you have to have people like myself that will bring some of you super saved saints back down to the ground so that you can deal with the reality of the stuff that you have done and that you have caused. Okay? So he says, I was a part of that convo, right? I would think that you would elect to have with me, especially because of our last communication here on Facebook. He says, I decided that same hour to unfriend you or unfriendly because it was clear that there was something that definitely needed to be discussed. Of course, there was something that needed to be discussed, Larry. You knew exactly what needed to be discussed. And if you knew something needed to be discussed, why would you then turn around and unfriend the individual when you knew that there was something that needed to be discussed? If there was something that needed to be discussed, why would you discuss it? Social media is definitely a place that you guys have been communicating with back and forth before then. So why wouldn't you just continue that discussion? Okay, let's continue. He says, but for some reason you didn't want to talk directly to me. Of course not. Why would somebody who has been the victim of somebody's foolishness want to talk directly to you? First of all, I'm going to want to whoop your ass. I'm not going to want to have no conversation with you. I'm going to want to fuck you all the way up. And excuse my French. I'm just saying.
Come on now.
So of course I'm not going to want to have no conversation. And then he says, when Mako told me you asked, I felt I owed you an explanation. An explanation of what? An explanation of what? Although I had rather.
I was getting a lot of here.
He says, needed to be discussed as I felt in March. Although I'd rather you just inbox me and ask me, but under the circumstances, I see why you.
And then that's what it cut off.
Okay. And my thing is, under what circumstances? Why in the world? What circumstances is he under? Or what circumstances are there that would create an atmosphere by which there would no longer be a need to communicate with you? So let's just be here, ladies and gentlemen. This requires critical thinking, and it also requires discussion. And it.
All right, y'all. Let me timestamp this. All right. Okay, so let me write this timestamp. So there's so much more, y'all. I've been on long enough. Just put this timestamp down. I have hours and hours and hours of more stuff. Instagram, I can't see y'all commenting anymore. It just stopped. So if y'all commenting, I can't see it. I'm gonna go. Have some things I have to take care of. And I want you guys to know that, you know, somebody got to defend the gospel. And nobody has really stepped up and stepped in to stop this maniac from destroying the church. And if he be quiet and he leave the church alone, then he gonna be all right. But if I hear that he's talking about somebody, he better let somebody else talk about him. Because if you talk about him, I'm coming right back on live. And you know another thing, right? I want every YouTuber that's following me, if you got a little blog, a small blog, a tiny blog, a big blog, I want you to inbox me. Because at some point, I'm going to turn over all of this footage. And I want y'all to do a story about it. I'm going to turn over every bit of the sound, the footage. Who's that? Oh, I can't see. Yeah, that Instagram stopped, y'all. But yeah, _ITZ.NI.NI. Ayo, they said you problematic, but I'll get you. Let me see where you at. If let me get where you. Let me find you. So I can. Oh, there you go. You're right there. Let me block you. I found you. So let me block you. She's gone, y'all. So I can't see nothing on Instagram, y'all. So whatever you posting, y'all can see each other, but I can't see it because it stopped on my end. But I want you to know, Larry Reed, every single time you talk on any platform and you try to discredit these allegations by saying that the case was thrown out, I'm coming right back at you because that's a lie. The case was not thrown out by no judge. He said the case was thrown out by a judge because the judge said that they were lying. That's a lie. Okay. So every time you try to diffuse this situation by lying, I'm coming right back at you. And people are sending me screenshots. Bishop, they sending me timestamps. And every time you do it, that's another reason why I'm here. I'm here for two reasons, because you said that and you also gave a story on Maverick City. And it's none of your business. The church business ain't none of your business no more. You better go and do a story on Nicki Minaj or Rick Ross or one of them. You better go on the other secular world. You better do a story on Michael Jackson. Leave the church alone. Every time I see you, I'm coming out with something. And I got some other stuff for you that's going to rock your world. It's going to rock your world. Some stuff some paperwork. See, once I start dropping the paperwork, you can't say, I got audio, I got paperwork, I got a whole lot of stuff. Leave the church alone. You made enough money. Leave the church alone. Leave the church alone. Okay? Leave it alone. All right? With these commercials, I'm not playing nothing else because my stomach hurting now. I can't take that, y'all. Just nasty. Just outright nasty. I can't deal with it. No, he hasn't. Nope. So, all right, y'all. So listen, I'm gone. Listen, I hope. Hold on a second. Let me block you. I'm listening to my advice right now and block you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm tired of these people. Oh, that's another thing, y'all. Larry Reed's ex-wife allegedly. Hold on a second. Larry Reed's ex-wife, as they're telling me, because I was saying, Dad, how are they living in the same house and all that other stuff? So they're saying to me that Larry Reed's ex-wife, the one that, and the reason why I'm bringing her up is because she was also on the deed of the home of the alleged child molestation case report, okay? And her name is Elisa Reed. So it's Larry Reed and Elisa Reed. So Elisa Reed, as they're telling me, she is gay. She like women. Because I was asking myself, well, how in the world does she live in the same house as her ex-husband? And I'm saying to myself, well, ain't no real man gonna be going to somebody's house or dating somebody that lives in the same. How did that work? So they told me that is known, and allegedly she made it known that she's also gay. So so Larry Reed's ex-wife allegedly is gay also, and a lot of people told me this. So, and I think they said she don't hide it, but I don't know. It's alleged. I don't know. I'm just letting y'all know because somebody asked, "What about his wife?" And I didn't know he was married at once, but yeah, he's divorced, and his ex-wife live, as he say, downstairs in his house, and they're saying that the reason being is because she like women. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So Larry Reed, shut your mouth and we'd be all right. You did enough damage over here and you did enough damage to the church. And I have more. I have this audio. I got another 2 hours on this audio right here, going through text messages. Another 2 clean hours. Another 2 clean hours of pure allegations that you say, oh, well, people heard that before. Well, not my platform, okay? Not this almost 3,000 people over here. And I'm talking about between Instagram and Facebook and whatever else I'm being streamed on. Because, y'all streaming the streamer. All right, y'all enjoy your day. Let me get to work. And got to go teach my real estate class now, y'all. So I'm doing a free real estate class. You know what? Just for y'all. I do a free real estate class, y'all. Free. This class costs $5,000 easy, but I do it for free. Just for y'all, right? I will let you guys sign up today. Only today. Okay? You can't come on today, though, because this class is about to start in 6 minutes. But we got class Thursday. If you email realestate@lotim.org, I'll let you in the class. That's realestate@lotim.org. All you missed was, I think, 3 classes. Yeah. realestate@lotim.org. realestate@lotim.org. If you sign up for real estate class, right? All you got to do is put your name, your address, your phone number, and why do you want to be in a real estate class? What are your goals? I'll make sure that you are a part of this class. Yes, I am into real estate. I own 2 blocks. I own an apartment complex. I own a lot of stuff. And I've been doing this over 20 years. This is what I do. I don't make money from the church. It doesn't matter what state you're in. Okay. Real estate is real estate. I teach. I got people from out of the country in my class. I got people. No, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you could be on Mars. If you want to know the laws of the world with real estate, come on my class. So I'm only opening it up from 8 to 10 o'clock, 8 to 10 p.m. No, because people are going to jump on after this. So I'll open it I'm closing it tomorrow at 12 noon, but I'm only taking the first 100 people. Okay. So a lot of people signed up, but a lot of people was just capped. They was all capped. So the first 100 people that sign up, not 150, because first 150 people that sign up, you got to put your name, your address, your phone number, and what you want to learn about, what you want to learn in real estate, and what do you want to do with it. All right. The email address is easy. realestate@ at LOTIM.org. That's Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries. It's abbreviated. So real estate at LOTIM.org. All right. Love you guys with the love of Jesus Christ. All right. And as long as Larry Reed shuts his mouth with the church, I'ma chill. Every time he better post good news. We want Larry Reed to post the good news. That's it. You do whatever you want to do to the secular world. They'll handle you on that end. But with the church, good news. We don't want no controversy. We don't want you trying to blow nobody up. If you try to blow somebody up, you're gonna. And I need everybody to follow me too. Everybody follow me and hit your notifications. So once I click, I'm live. Boom, y'all pop on because it could be something. All right. And make sure y'all come to church. I'm preaching virtual, y'all, for the next few weeks. All right. I'm preaching virtual for the next few weeks. So make sure y'all tune in this Sunday at 9:30, y'all. It was a powerful word. Y'all go check it out. Ooh, powerful word. I preached the mailman. Woo! Send me, Lord, I go. It was a powerful word, y'all. So look at that, y'all. Look at that. You can look at that on my Instagram, on my Facebook. All right, y'all. Love you guys. The love of Jesus. Y'all stay focused, stay firm. Real estate. If y'all want to be a part of it, it's real estate at LOTIM.org. Deuces. I'm saving this. No commercial breaks, y'all.